Hey guys, Zach here, coming at you with a video. I said I wasn't gonna do it. But here we are. This is happening. I don't know what really to say because it's gonna start in like a minute for me. But last minute predictions. I mean, I feel like it's gonna be Dante. I really feel like it's gonna be Dante. If it's Dante, I'm gonna be disappointed because really thinking about it, like I got Banjo Kazooie, I got the character that I wanted. But I did spend $25 on this though, like $25. So, like, when you spend that much money on something and you only get one character that you really wanted, you know, like I don't know, is he dabbing? Is Sakurai dabbing down there? Sakurai's dabbing. Um, yeah, I don't know what else to say before we start. 8:59. So it's 9 o'clock for me. So 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Oh, there we go. It's 9 o'clock. So I guess it should be starting soon. It should be starting soon. Come on, come on, come on. Here we go. All right, who are we gonna get?
Hello
He has
everyone,
four
I'm Masahiro
controllers?
Sakura, director of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate from Sora Limited.
Okay.
We'll be using today's showcase to give you a first look at our next DLC fighter.
With no pre-announcement?
Actually, hardly anyone knows what we'll be announcing today, even among Nintendo staff worldwide. The development team and other stakeholders have been working on this fighter with the utmost secrecy.
This better be
This
good.
means other Nintendo staff around the globe will only start making preparations for release after the showcase has been broadcast.
This better be good.
So, it won't be available right away. Please understand that it will take a little time.
That's fine. I didn't expect it to come out today.
Even many Nintendo employees will be surprised to see this and say, wow, really?
It better not be Dante. It better be Gino. Be Gino, please.
So, let's all share in the fun of getting our
Or if it's
hands on
Nintendo, if it's
this
something
information.
secret among Nintendo, it could be Waluigi too.
However,
If it's Waluigi, I'll be
that's
hyped.
not the character I was picturing. I hope you don't have any hard feelings. We've prepared a fighter reveal video. Once it starts, I think you'll figure out who it is pretty quickly. Now, let's do this.
All right, let's see here. All right, figured out who it is. No. Please don't tell me it's gonna be another Fire Emblem character.
The time has finally come to unleash the forbidden spell of Zaharas upon our enemies!
I have no clue. I seriously have no clue.
What were you thinking, charging right into
Is it this
a
character?
trap? As you and I are one, I too am trapped within this void. In time, our hearts and minds will cease to be. Are you prepared to die?
Is this the character we're getting? I don't...
I thought as much. I also do not wish to die. And yet... there is no other choice. You must join Smash. Join Smash Brothers already! What in the world are you waiting for?
Yay.
So joining Smash consumes even the darkness itself!
Yay, a Fire Emblem sword fighter. Yay. Not like we don't have 20 of those already.
So you return, and sooner than expected. I see. Too many swordsmen, are there? And you wield the sword as well? What will you do? Huh. So that is how you plan to win the day? So be it. I reward your cleverness this time. is this?
Okay.
Oh,
So, a sword fighter and a crossbow. Yay. Yay. I mean,
Strike with superior reach. Use Amir's overwhelming power. Unleash the blinding speed of Failnaught. Along with the sword of the creator, each weapon matches a direction. Your will and mine be now as one. To you, both sides of time are revealed. Through Smash, show the world.
yay. Another Fire Emblem character. Okay, cool.
Yes, there you have it. Byleth from Fire Emblem Three Houses is joining the battle. Fire Emblem Three Houses was released just last summer, so it's still very new. Even so, you'll soon be able to play as them in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This release is planned for January 28th. You'll have instant access if you have the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass, and it will also be available for purchase individually.
I mean, I guess that's cool because, like, Fire Emblem Three Houses had a.
Familiar with Fire Emblem or Three Houses, I'll explain a few things, so don't worry. First off, what is
Okay, I don't want to watch that. I mean, if they're going to announce a second character, I don't know, but I mean, I don't think they're gonna announce a second character. I don't think that would make sense. I mean, I'll play it. I'll just mute it because they might say something and show something. I don't know, but I mean, I just Fire Emblem to me, like, I don't know, like, especially with that kind of intro, like, oh, this is something no one would expect. I guess they're right that no one would expect an 18th Fire Emblem character, right? Like an 18 millionth freaking sword fighter. So, I mean, to me, I mean, I don't know how the rest of the community is receiving this. Maybe I should check Twitter or something. But I mean, I don't care. I mean, maybe if I played Three Houses and I liked it, I would appreciate it, but I mean, it's just I don't. It's Fire Emblem, not one but two sword fighters. Like, I mean, I guess it's kind of cool you get two characters in one, but I mean, to me, it just doesn't. I don't know. Like, I don't. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel. Fire Emblem is just such a niche thing to where it's like. I mean, it's not. I guess it's not really niche, especially with how well Three Houses did, but. I mean, it's not a bad announcement because it's a Nintendo character. Like, could fall in battle permanently. What's this?
Recent entries in the series maintain this concept.
Oh, it's talking about the game. I forgot about that. But anyways, I guess it's cool because like this is like the first Nintendo character to be DLC. Like the rest of them were like third party. Like we had Joker from Atlas. We had who's the second one? Was a Hero from Square Enix. Then we had obviously Banjo from Rare, and then we had freaking I just forgot his name. Terry Bogard from SNK. So I guess it's cool that now we're getting a Nintendo fighter. But I just think of all the Nintendo franchises to choose from, I just think Fire Emblem was a weird choice. Like I don't know, like I didn't hear many people wanting those guys as characters. Like I mean, from the non Nintendo, like for non Nintendo in general, like we've been hearing a lot of people want Crash, a lot of people want Geno, a lot of people want Master Chief, and I mean, I guess it's like one of those things where it's like Sakurai, he like I guess more so. I mean, Fire Emblem more of a Japan thing. Like Fire Emblem Three Houses is no doubt popular in America, but Fire Emblem as a series is more popular in Japan. I thought it was going to be a more wide appeal kind of thing. So I don't know. I mean, he's going through the games that there are, and he's counting weirdly. What's he doing there? What's he doing there? Is that how they count in Japan? Is that how that works? Um, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I should turn the volume back up.
So you saw how I was counting in a weird way, right?
Okay, there we go.
I was counting in binary. This is 0. Fold this here and you get 1, and then you get 2, then 2 plus 1 equals 3. So this would be 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then you get 16. Add 1 and you get 17. Awesome, isn't it?
Alright then.
You can actually count up to 31 on one hand.
I wonder what the chat is saying on this, because I really don't.
And if you use both hands, you can count all the way up to 1023. If you've given up counting the knots in a tatami,
Yeah, a lot of people are disappointed.
What is Fire Emblem Three Houses? In
A lot of people are disappointed.
The character is called Bereto, and the female version is called Beres. But in English, they share the same name, Byleth. Byleth becomes a professor.
I just don't know, man.
Once you've chosen a house, you guide them through their school life, and, well, you end up...
Okay, this is a Smash presentation. Why are we talking this much about Fire
After a certain
Emblem?
incident, 5 years pass, and you meet up with your grown-up students to battle against the other houses in their regions. It's a very sad game in which your former allies become enemies, turn hostile, and try to kill you. To understand the concept of Fire Emblem Three Houses, I played an early version of the game before its release.
I get it. It's cool to learn about the history of Fire Emblem, but this is a Smash Direct, right? Is this needed? Like,
Because I couldn't wait until launch to experience it, or we'd have never made it in time. For that title, I borrowed an early version of the game for 2 days, ran around all the areas, saw the ending, and realized for the first time, I guess we can't really have Breath of the Wild's Princess Zelda as a fighter. I did the same this time, but with there being 3 houses and multiple endings, it was really hard to get a feel for it. And of course, there weren't any walkthroughs I could reference.
I don't know how to feel. I mean,
The game has multiple routes, and the outcome of each
yeah,
is very different.
RC85 just tweeted yikes. Like, so many people are disappointed in this.
And many of the characters
Like,
you meet
I
will
just-
adopt different roles in the story.
I think
I'll try to avoid spoilers.
this is
when
more
I'm
so of a
talking about
Western
fighting.
disappointment. And like I said, it's like a Western disappointment.
Before my demonstration, I should point out that when I did the Terry Bogard showcase video, I mentioned that it was recorded a month in advance. But this time, we have to account for the holidays and such, so we're filming 2 months in advance of this video's release.
Wow.
Right now, it's actually November.
Jeez.
Therefore, some of what I'm about to show you might differ a bit from the finished version. As always, I'm using a special in-game camera and such for demonstration purposes. Here I go.
I mean,
So this is our new fighter, Violet.
oh look, another generic castle stage.
Sadly, they're lacking in mobility. It's maybe a bit better than Robin's, but that's about all you can say for them.
Yeah,
Throws are
we
not
know,
so
Game
strong
Explain,
for
we
them.
know.
Their grab lacks range. But actually, you could say that they're distance demon. The hero's relic they use changes depending on the direction you input with the stick. Each of the hero's relics is a weapon that appears in Fire Emblem Three Houses. They look like bones, and there's a reason for that. First, let's talk
I mean,
about the
I
weapon
just,
Violet uses for
I don't know if I
uppercutting.
want to sit through this. I'm not sure if I want to sit
The
through
sword of the
this.
creator here is Violet's default weapon. They use it for flurry attacks and tilt attacks, such as down tilt attacks, where it takes the form of a whip. They also use the sword for dash attacks and other moves. For their up smash attack, they'll whip the sword upward to launch enemies in the air. For their up air attack, they'll wave the whip sword overhead.
I mean, like, I just seriously don't know what to say. I mean, like, listen, I know I'm gonna sound like I feel like something people have to understand is like some people say, "Oh, you're so selfish," or like you're so ungrateful, and I'm like, what's like, how is it like? It's not like this is free, right? Like if this is free, then I could be grateful for something. But if I'm paying for something and I'm disappointed, I'm allowed to complain, right? That's how the world works. I just don't think a Fire Emblem character works. I think the Fire Emblem characters could have worked on their own, but I don't think they work in sense of this. Because Fire Emblem characters are all over the place, right? They're all in Smash. There's at least what, 5 or 6 different Fire Emblem characters at the very least, with Marth, Roy, Lucina, or no, not Lucina. Yeah, Lucina, right? Yeah, like all of them. Like they're all Fire Emblem characters, and they all feel the same. So having a character that, to me, looks just like every other Fire Emblem character is not a great way to finish off the 5 stars, especially when you open it up with something like, "Oh, this is gonna be something that no one expects. This is gonna be something like completely mind blowing." Like when you open it like that, and then we see a Fire Emblem character, that's that's just not like. It's cool. We're getting a character from a really new game, Fire Emblem Three Houses. But it's just it's just not what people like. If this was the first fighter in the fighters pass, obviously it couldn't have been because of the time, but I'm saying this in terms of like perspective. If this was the first character, awesome. That would have been really, really cool. But as the last character in the fighters pass, as something you say is going to be like, something that no one expects, when you say this is going to be something that no one expects, people are going to expect something new, something big, something huge. And I guess it's huge because of how new this game is. But in terms of the character, it's a main generic anime boy and anime girl from Fire Emblem. Like, that's, to many people, it just, I don't know. Like, am I alone here? Am I alone? And in fact, I'm going to type that in the Discord right now. Like, am I seriously? Am I alone? Appointment here. Like, seriously, am I alone? Like, I mean, I've seen a bunch of people on Twitter that are disappointed. I didn't look in the YouTube chat thing, but like, I mean, I don't know what to say. It's just Fire Emblem, which I mean, of all the series yeah, Seal in my Discord said no, I'm not alone. Um, like of all the series, like yeah, like of all the series of Nintendo's history, you got the Mario franchise or Waluigi, and I guess you can count Geno in there. You have the Legend of Zelda series with Skull Kid and Happy Mask Salesman, maybe, or Tingle, or just some other interesting character, or in Kirby. I mean, I don't know much about the Kirby series, but I'm presuming there's a bunch of other Waddle Dee. I know people want. In terms of like what else is there? F-Zero, I'm presuming there's other characters in there as well. Metroid, I'm presuming there's other characters in Metroid. So it's like, of all the franchises with interesting characters to choose from, Donkey Kong, you could have chosen Dixie Kong. You could have brought in like a different Yoshi character like Poochie, or or maybe like Birdo from the Mario series. You just could have done something more interesting than Byleth from Fire Emblem, the main generic character from. I yeah, I just.
Even though it can be hard
I'm
to
also
let
not a
it hit you.
fan of these style things where they go in like really in depth on each character's Like, I get it, like,
Plus, even if
they
you
want to
fail
show, like,
climb
but,
this
like,
way,
half an
any
hour?
opponents on the ground nearby will still be launched a little. It's as if the quaking of the ground launches them.
Ugh. I just...
By the way, earlier I talked a little bit about the other
Oh,
Fire
look!
Emblem
Another...
characters' moves.
Yeah, another Fire Emblem
I
character,
don't
Marth.
recommend using this down special against fighters from the Fire Emblem series, because you'll just get loads of counters. It hits with that much power in a single attack.
Jeez.
Counters can actually multiply the power of blocked attacks, and using easily anticipated attacks like this could just get you hit by counter after
This
counter.
is... Yeah, I don't... And I'm
Next
not
is
expecting
the
another character, too, because Brandon the Stallion said he
Bony
expects another
Wolf
character to be
Wolf
announced.
family,
I don't.
which shares its name
Like, this
with
is
the
the
Knights
announcement.
of
This is
Valor.
what they're showing
It
off.
only appears in a few
Though,
new
if it's 35
You
minutes,
have
they
the
still
neutral
got
air attack.
15
This
minutes.
attack is similar to a move of Pip
Though I
and
guess they
other
have to show off the
fighters.
stages and
It lets you
such,
spin the
but...
weapon around.
Not gonna lie, though, this stage kind of looks cool. It just reminds me of
It's
Hogwarts.
also easy
Harry
to do
Potter, you
certain
know?
combos with it.
But, I mean,
In
other than
Bony
the
Wolf
stage,
you'll
that was
let
kind I mean,
loose
I
a
guess I
move.
kind of automatically get it. So it's
Seems pretty
like,
straightforward, right? But there are a few noteworthy aspects to this bow.
oh my god.
First, the biggest difference between this bow and Link's.
Let me go through Twitter. I'm gonna turn the volume down a little bit. Let me go through Twitter and see people's replies, because I know this is very, very mixed. Yeah, a lot of people left after they saw Fire Emblem. Yeah, we don't need this many sword fighters. What the hell is this? We don't need another Marth. Everyone going back to sleep. I'm disappointed. Salts intensifies. Somehow more disappointing than Incineroar. Yeah, everyone's disappointed. We've been tricked. We've been backstabbed and quite possibly bamboozled. He shoots another blue-haired Fire Emblem swordsman. Send it off with Fire Emblem. Exactly. Fire Emblem, like I said, it just was not the series to end off the Fighter's Pass with. Literally, any other spot would have been fine. In fact, it would have made more sense to switch the Fire Emblem character with Banjo. Like, obviously, you can't announce the Fire Emblem character that early, but Banjo should have been the last character. Because out of all those characters, I think Banjo was the one that everyone, maybe besides the Japanese audience, was hyped about. Like, I can't really think, like, Hero, like, once Banjo was announced, no one really cared that much about Hero. Joker was pretty hyped, not gonna lie. That was in the Game Awards, though, so... But I think you needed a strong... I think Joker was in the perfect spot. You needed to announce someone like Joker first to really get people hyped for this Fighter Fest. So Joker definitely should have been first. Hero definitely deserves second because he's, you know, the lower character, at least in my eyes. But I think Fire Emblem would have been perfect in the third spot because, like, oh, here's a Nintendo character that, like, you know, they could have announced it before Fire Emblem Three Houses came out or afterwards, because, like, if people get the game, they can expect Fire Emblem character later. Like, even if Banjo came out before the Fire Emblem character, like, I just think Banjo would have been a much stronger one to end on. Yeah. Something we don't want to spoil. I don't know. Did we? I think if Fighter 1 of Past 2 doesn't get shown, like, they're not... Yeah, they're not going to show it. They're going to spend, like, 10 minutes on the stage, and then that's it. And then the music, of course. They're going to show off what music there is.
This is how Garreg Monastery is laid out in the original game. From these, we chose to have it cycle through the marketplace, reception hall, bridge, and cathedral, all in one stage.
So kind of like the... What stage am I thinking of?
Stage that rotates through different areas, such as these four. Let me introduce each of the guests that appear in these four areas.
Yeah, this is going to take 10 minutes. So yeah, this is basically it. There's...
The first area is the marketplace. I think this is where a lot of people come to do their shopping. The guests that appear here are students of the Blue Lions House, Dimitri, Dedu, and Ingrid.
Wow, why do those character models look awful? Like, is that just me, or do they look weird? Now, granted, this is recorded months ago, but like,
Since it's a kingdom, that means they have a monarchy. For that reason, I guess you could say Dimitri's the future king. He had quite the difficult life and may or may not end up with just one eye. He's an unfortunate one, that one.
okay, we don't need to go that in
There are
depth.
vendors on either side. In the original game, these are important booths where you buy all sorts of things, but here you can break them, you see.
That's kind of cool. Destructible environments.
The stage will expand to the left and right.
That's cool.
I wonder where people will buy their supplies now.
But I just maybe I gotta turn the volume up so you guys can hear.
You often
But
pass through this area
I
in
just-
Fire Emblem 3 houses, and you end up talking to them a lot. Moving through these areas is possible thanks to this mysterious platform. Just when it seems like you've come to a stop,
Okay, that's kind of cool,
you'll come
but
crashing back down. You've broken through the ceiling and slammed into the building. And the guests in the reception hall are Edelgard, Dorothea, and Petra of the Black Eagles. Take note, it's not spelled Edelgard. They're from the Adressian Empire.
I just
They embrace their
I just gotta sit and watch this whole thing though. That's the thing. That's a struggle. I don't want
Edelgard is
to.
one of the
I have
characters
no
who's
interest in
central to the
any of this, but I have to.
Depending on the path you take, she'll go through some terrible ordeals. You'll notice there are prominent chandeliers above the stage. It's possible to knock them down. However, Byleth can't actually reach it, even though it's their stage. You can reach it with other fighters, though. So, it's nice if you can work your way up there by getting lucky and being launched up, or perhaps by using another fighter as a stepping stone. There we go, I made it. And you can knock it down. Also, you can break this table. Like so.
So hold on. Over 200,000 people were watching earlier. How many people are watching now? I'm kind of
It can
curious.
break if you launch the opponent into it.
I'm curious how many people are watching right now. Even though it doesn't want to. There we go. Oh wow. So everyone, people are still
The
watching.
camera rotates 90 degrees, creating this long area. It's very wide.
Yeah, a lot of
It's similar to the Bridge of Elden stage. The guests are from the Golden Deer. Claude.
I mean, just
Hilda,
think about it though. Like 3 out of the 5 Fighters Pass characters were RPG characters. We had Hero, Joker, and
Because it's an alliance of
whatever
many
his
noble
name is,
families,
and her
you
name
could say
is.
that they have a wide
Like
assortment
over
of
half of the characters
Claude
were
is
from
the strongest
Japanese style
stage.
RPG kind of. I guess Persona is a little bit
Both
different,
Claude and Hilda are the
but
names of characters that appear
still,
in
it's
Genealogy
just
of the Holy War, the 4th title in the
like I would have
series.
thought you'd want to offer more
I guess once you
variety
finish the
in there.
7 game, and you're
Like
creating 40
I don't know.
characters for each new entry, you're bound to get a bit of name overlap. The naming process must be tough. Hey, it looks like the Pegasus Knight is busy training. As for the bridge's design, it's just a long pathway.
So this is
Simple.
basically that one Zelda bridge stage, whatever that's called, Bridge of Eldegard, whatever the hell that's called. I have no clue what it's called.
You could also say it's a place where the Fail Knot really shines, and in this sense, I think it suits the Golden Deer perfectly. The last area is the cathedral, only with some platforms you can pass through. The guests appearing in the cathedral are Seta, Flame, and Rhea. There's Seta, who appears to have an extremely strong bond with his sister, Flame. She seems to be under the protection of him and Rhea, who you can see fighting during the opening of Fire Emblem 3 Houses. All 3 have character quirks related to their true identities. I feel that Flame might be saying shush at this point, so I'll leave it at that. This is a simple area of the stage. All it has are these platforms. Being the last area, it may be a place where some intense battles will be waged. It'll cycle through each location in about 2.5 minutes.
Well, you've already seen him in action.
Okay, today we'll have a tag team battle in Squad Strike with the DLC team pitted against Fire Emblem protagonists from throughout the ages. That'll give us precisely 5 players per side. Alright, here we go, Joker.
Alright, so Joker versus Robin.
Joker! And Hero! Gee, we really made a lot, huh? Banjo! By now, I think you know what I'm doing. But basically, I'm trying to defeat all 5 opponents with just the professor here. But as expected, it's going to be a pretty tough battle, so I'm using anything I can get my hands on. It's not going to land that easily. Uh-oh, this is bad. Bennigan's. I better keep my distance. I'll use this chance to attack. Got him. That's scary. He's invincible for a moment here. Lots of explosives. Ouch. Perfect shield at that, huh? Good one.
I mean, I just don't want to sit through this. This is just,
Like
it's
so.
for me, agony. Thankfully, that's a little bit behind, so.
Good. There's Mom. You're in a good spot, Mom. Ah, I shouldn't have taken that. Gardevoir. Well, I guess no one uses projectiles. At this point, it doesn't matter if Gardevoir's there or not. I feel like the enemy might get this Smash Ball. See? They got it. But I mustn't give up. I can't waste this chance.
Nice.
There's another Smash Ball. Yes, got it. Now, what are you charging up for?
That's a decent final smash. But again, I
There's
just.
still more. Whack. Go on, you can take the hammer, but it's mine. Although I'm scared I might get hit with a counter in this state. I hit him.
There we go. So, I mean, I'm presuming it's going to end soon. It's not a
It's
bad.
fun to play like this, especially in tag team. So I think it's a good idea to try imposing different types of
I don't think it's a bad character. Like, Fire Emblem Three Houses was very popular. It's a very popular game. I'm probably going to get it. I'm probably going to like it. But it's just.
Fire Emblem series. We'll be adding
It's just that a Fire Emblem character as the last big Fighters Pass character was just the wrong choice. Like I said, I think this could have worked earlier in the game or earlier in the Fighters Pass. Like maybe the second fighter, third fighter could have worked fine. But as the very last one, I think it was a relatively weak one to land on, especially when you had characters like Joker and Banjo. Really, you know.
It includes the house leaders among some of the other popular characters.
Yay. But
is Legend class.
Okay.
Also, there's a new classic mode route, a heroic legacy, which is designed to let you enjoy classic Fire Emblem stages from throughout the series' history. The final battle is against Master Hand and Crazy Hand, but you'll find that something pretty amusing happens, so look forward to that.
Alrighty.
Now for the Mii Fighter costumes. Please take a look.
This could be good if we have some good Mii Fighter costumes. Hopefully we have. If they're all gonna be Fire Emblem, I'm just done. I'm just gonna walk up and leave. Assassin's Creed. Oh, never heard of that game. What's Altair? I have no clue what Altair is. Rabbids? Okay. Can we just look at like a Mumbo Jumbo costume or something? Mega Man, okay. X. It literally looks just like Mega Man. I don't think this was needed, but okay. Mega Man Battle Network. Okay, cool, I guess. Ooh, Cuphead, there we go. Oh wait, is it? That's honestly basically as good as having Cuphead in the game. Like that looks like Cuphead. Okay, okay. That's a good Mii costume. That's a good Mii costume. Highly will admit that. That's a good Mii costume. Oh, and there's music with Cuphead's one. Okay. So they did Undertale last time. Now they're doing Cuphead. Okay. 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 January 28th. Okay. Cool. Cool.
This time, we're releasing a Cuphead costume. And for those of you who purchased the Cuphead costume, an additional song will be added. It's called Floral Fury, and it's the theme that plays when fighting Cagney Carnation.
Okay.
I hope you enjoy these as well.
Okay.
After purchasing a costume, I recommend using the sharing feature. If someone has created a Mii fighter, you can play using the costume it's wearing immediately after you download it. And now, onto the amiibo.
That's right there in Dark Samus. We've seen
The
those
color
before.
palette for Dark Samus looks pretty good, doesn't it? Dark Samus and Richter are planned for release on Friday, January 17th.
That's tomorrow. Well.
And now, with the addition of Violet, the Fighter's Pass is finally complete.
Okay.
The lineup was Joker, Hero, Banjo and Kazooie, Terry Bogard, and Violet. From more than 70 fighters, only 5 have been added. But I must say, this game has always been an exceptional experience. And since the roster was already so large to begin with, right from the start, we intended to make the most out of the new gameplay mechanics and so on. There really were a lot of new mechanics, weren't there? When we add a new fighter, we don't simply make their attacks or their movements a little different. Instead, we try to offer you a whole new style of play. As I stated, we'll continue to release more DLC fighters down the line. I had thought that 1 or 2 might suffice, but, well, have a look.
We're getting a new Fighters Pass. Wait, is they going to show a new character? Oh, okay. It's going to be a second Fighters Pass, I'm presuming. Okay, yeah, 5 more. 6 more. Ooh.
Looks like there will be 1 more fighter than last time. For this reason, we will be releasing the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass Volume 2. It will be available for pre-purchase on the date shown, so please keep an eye out. And now that it's official, we intend to move ahead with development. Of course, like last time, the contents will remain unknown for now, and I'm personally very sorry that we have to release Fighters Pass Volume 2 when the details have yet to be revealed. Like last time, I'd be very grateful if, despite that, you would understand why and purchase it. Furthermore, the new additions have already been decided. Even if I receive many requests regarding potential candidates on Twitter, I'm afraid it would be very hard to consider them. But I still hope you'll look forward to it. We're also including a bonus with Fighters Pass Volume 2.
Okay.
Last time, it was a Rex costume, but this time, here's what we have.
Breath of the Wild costume?
It's a Mii Fighter costume for Mii Sword Fighter, the ancient soldier gear from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This will not be for sale individually, so it can only be acquired as part of Fighters Pass Volume 2.
Lastly,
it's been reported that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the highest selling fighting game in the world. Personally, I don't know if it counts as simply a fighting game, but I guess it's seen as a fighting game around the world. It seems like Street Fighter II was in the lead for a while, but now Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has surpassed it in total sales.
wow.
However, I'm not sure if this is accurate. There were 5 versions of Street Fighter II, or 6 to 7 if we really want to get into the weeds. Plus, there's the arcade versions and the 25 ports to other systems, so I don't know if that's been accounted for. Also, I don't know if that really qualifies as one game. It's up for discussion. So, who knows? But when it comes to a single piece of software, it seems like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is number one. Although, I still don't know if it can really be called just a fighting game. I feel like it's become more than a fighting game, some sort of celebration of gaming or something else entirely. Also, I feel a deep attachment to the 5 DLC fighters. The first Fighters Pass just wrapped up, but it was decided that there will be more DLC, which means no breaks for me.
Poor
I
Sakurai.
plan to keep working hard, so I hope you can continue to support us. That's it. Thank you.
Alright. So there we go. There we have it. I mean, I thought the ending was decent with, like, you know, the announcement of 6 more characters, which is awesome. Um, and, um, you know, the Mii fight is pretty cool. I mean, Cuphead was the only one I really cared about, but, other than that, I mean, it was, I just think Fire Emblem was just the wrong choice to end it on. I just don't think it was, I don't know. I just don't think it was the right choice. So I guess I'm going to end it there. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know down in the comments what you guys thought of the Direct or Smash announcement thing. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.